Day 168. So, it's getting it's getting more difficult to do these because I don't know. I'm like losing my patience with it, I guess. But I put a good day's worth of work in today. I feel good about what we did today. Um, Sean went to an MVP showcase and showed off our product to two people that showed up, two. And he has this like sad photo of him like sitting alone, like because nobody was there. We thought this was gonna be like a big thing, and it totally wasn't. And once again, we have no idea what we're doing. So, um, you know, there's that. But we interviewed this guy named Benjamin for the I think third or fourth time about being a co-founder slash first employee slash something. And I don't know. We're gonna give him a couple weeks and see what happens. But um, I don't know. We both like the guy. It's just making sure he's in. You know, like it's really on him to decide what he wants. So, but I continue to work on all my stuff, get my goals done. I'm getting a little bit better at eating. I'm not snacking on garbage anymore. So I think I'm coming back around for that one. I'm pretty excited. We got a Zoom with my high school friends tonight, so that'll be good. Talking through some of our problems and our life stuff. I'm also checking stuff off my to-do list, which is nice. I got just a bunch of crap I gotta do, and we're gonna go to Coldwater tomorrow, so just getting everything ready for that. And I've been doing laundry and cleaning up and taking care of other stuff that I'm putting off. But I think so right now what's happening is Sean and I are working on the rent estimator. So he's doing a couple things, and I volunteered to take on the task of like going through all of this code and helping us build the model. And it's a lot of minutia. It's a lot of crap to take all of this data and make some sense out of it and build our data we're going to be training with. And it's hard. I'll be honest. It's frustrating and hard. And I've spent probably 8 hours on it so far in the last couple days, and I'm 30% of the way done. So not good. I mean, in a lot of ways, I've been waiting for this, waiting for like a long task. And I love picking the monotonous ones. I don't know why. It's like a discipline goal. It's like a can I do it? I guess it's probably like I like putting the hard problems on myself for some reason. I think that's part of my character, and you know, for whatever reason, that's that right now. So, but I think overall life's good. I think I'm getting more into a routine that I can stick with for a long time. And I presented at my actual my real job, kind of about my habits and about goals and things, and it went over pretty well. It was a little bit more personal than I like it to be, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm glad I did it. But if you look, I'm getting more green. I'm getting closer. I've had a couple tough days of getting work done because I've had a lot of obligations to take care of. But um, just put the work in every day. You know, I've been thinking a lot about Day Zero, Brian, the very first podcast I did, and that person is just so full of hope and excitement and purpose. I think that's the overwhelming thing. That day I felt so driven and so full of purpose. And it's I mean, of course it waxes and wanes throughout the month, throughout the year, and now 168 days later, it's it's funny. Like I in a lot of ways I want to be more like day one Brian, or day zero Brian, whatever. Whenever I get stuck, it's funny because I go, man, day one Brian was so fearless. He was so like intrigued. He thought he had all the answers. And now day 120 or 168 Brian, I don't think I have all the answers at all. But I try to channel some of his energy when I'm feeling stuck and feeling like I don't know what to do next. And there's a lot of that, I'll be honest. In building a company, there's a lot of uncertainty. And not uncertainty because you don't know what's going to happen. Uncertainty in terms of like, I don't know what to even work on, because you're pushing this like big boulder uphill, but like you don't even know if you're going if you're on the right hill, like when you're doing it. Like it's so crazy, you know. And that's where, once again, I just I'm really happy that I met Sean, because I think he removes a lot of the self-doubt and the I would just fall into bad habits of cutting corners or not doing things all the way, and he just makes me want to do it 100%, because I know it's going to be like good. I know it's going to be purposeful. He forces me to like want to be better, and my wife does that too. And so maybe that's there's some wisdom in there, is like, if you want to grow, just find some people that are so much better than you at something or at a lot of things, and partner with them, and just follow them around, and just try to be good enough to have one good suggestion each day. And that's your whole entire goal, is like, just learn enough where you're helpful. It's any capacity. And it's funny, when we're interviewing this new guy, Benjamin, that was kind of his argument, was like, I don't know what to offer you guys. I don't like, we kind of intimidated him, I think. Like we don't know, I don't know what I can help with. And it's like, well, if you don't know, it sounds like you should either A, go figure it out, or B, you can't help us. Like it's like self-fulfilling. And it's kind of like a weird metaphor for like imposter syndrome too. It's like, I guess it's kind of like the fake it till you make it argument, but it's like, we all don't know, some of us just say it with more conviction, and some of us don't say it, and we say we do know with a lot of conviction. But I think it takes years and years and years to know. And it's just about putting another day out there. The hard part about building a company, that I mean, it's very obvious, I guess, but it's just like, it keeps hitting you in the face, which is like, you don't have a boss. You don't have somebody telling you what to do next. You don't have somebody that's upset if you don't show up for work that day. And it's all you. It's all yourself. You are your own judge, jury, boss, admin, everything. Like you're everything. Travel agent. Everything is you. And it's frustrating, because you look around and you're like, first of all, like, somebody help me. And then second of all, you're like, well, somebody help me with that knows more than me, please. Cause I don't know very much. And second of all, it's like, if I don't show up for work today, no one's going to care. And so it's really about me holding myself to me. And I think, just like anybody that's being micromanaged, like, you start to like fight back, and you start to want to revolt, and you start to like question everything, and you start to want to fight against this like directive of like, my brain is micromanaging me, which is telling me I'm not good enough all day, and telling me I'm doing it wrong, and telling me I need to work harder. And it's just like funny. Like it's more and more evident the more I make my own decisions. and because there's nobody that's telling me to do any of these things, any of these things. No one is paying me to do them. Nobody is saying if you do this, you'll get that. And that's both the good part and the bad part, which is like it's for me by me, you know, and I'm holding myself accountable to it. But day to day, it's you kind of lose track of who's the student, who's the boss, or whatever, who's the employee, and who's the boss, because you're both, and it's hard to show up every day, you know, hard to show up every day to hold yourself accountable. But I'm getting better. So I'm starting to get ideas about how to do this again next time. And I really think there's a next time. I think I've crossed the chasm or whatever. I think I've crossed the point where if someone offered me $300K to do a nothing job, I don't think I would take it. If someone offered me $1 million a year to do a nothing job, I don't know. I think I'm getting closer to saying no to that one too. It just doesn't feel. I know I'll feel good about the money for a while, probably for like a year or two, but then I'll fall back in the same pattern, which is like I just want to go build something that I want. It's something like I'm in an on again off again relationship with starting a company, and I have been for 15 years. And it's hard because every time the world gives me an opportunity, like a really good job or high paying job or a really safe job or a really interesting job, I'm off again. But then slowly I want to call back and get back in. And the fact that really hasn't changed in 15 years, I think is a sign. So if anything, I know it's a harder life too. Like it's just I just can't get out of my head. I can't get out of my head that I want to compete, and I don't think I really can in large companies. I just think it's not a meritocracy, and I don't think I really get more for giving more. If I give more time or energy or anything, I just don't think I get anything out of it. I don't think it's really. I don't think the ratio is very good. I think it's like for every 100 things I give in, I might get one extra thing out, and I don't like that. It doesn't feel like a good investment. It doesn't feel like a good use of my time. And I've been listening to a lot of Gary Keller talking the last couple of days, and I think the thing I gotta keep in mind is even in the startup too, it's like there's so many ways to get gradually better. So there's so many ways to have ordinary growth or evolutionary growth. There's so many ways to just kind of slowly get better over time. And the thing that woke him up was he got really stuck because he lost some partners and things, and he effectively owed more money than he had, and it would take him years and years and years of normal growth to get out of that hole. And that's when he had to look himself in the mirror and say is this the right way? And that's when he decided to choose exponential growth, which is kind of the whole point of this is I feel like climbing the corporate ladder is evolutionary growth, and it takes a long, long time, and it's hard. It's frustrating, it's boring, and it's so much politics, it's so much knowing what everyone's trying to say or think ahead of time. And I think I'm pretty good at it, but it's not fun. It's not, I want to go get the real answers. I want to actually solve the real problem. I don't want to just talk about it. I feel like so many problems and projects and at work are just talking and talking and talking, and no one's actually doing anything. So I think I need to accept the fact that this is who I am deep down. I've tried as hard as I could to push this person down. This person that thinks they can do it better. This person that, wants to take on big problems. This person that wants to, I don't know if it's take on risk, but I want to get things done that are exponential growth opportunities. And I don't want to only focus on, normal growth opportunities. It just seems like a waste. It doesn't seem, the math doesn't work out. The math doesn't math, It seems like evolutionary growth is hoping that you don't get fired the rest of your life, And I need to get towards exponential growth. I need to the Bezos thing. I need to just swing and swing and swing and try to hit home runs, knowing that home runs are 1,000 times more growth than singles. Like how many, if we were building a baseball team and a home run was worth 1,000 runs and a single is worth a single, what, the whole team would be just trying to swing for the fences all day. And I think that's making sense to me now. And I don't know if I can come back from it now that I know that. It seems like a waste. I think I could do it for like 6 months or a year. But then I think it's just like, what's the point of this? There's no opportunity for exponential growth here. So that's where I just, like I said, I feel lucky I met Sean. I hope we continue to push this boulder up the right mountain. I've complete trust that we'll get there. The only thing I'm like kind of worried about is that I won't be disciplined enough and stick to my habits enough to get there with him, that I'll get frustrated or bored and fizzle out. But I firmly believe he's going to get there. It's just if I have the patience to stick with it. I don't know what my problem is, that is even a problem, but I need to work on that. I guess it's hard for me. It's not voluntary. It's involuntary that I come up with these reasons why things aren't good enough, and therefore I need to quit. But I haven't felt that pretty much ever with Sean. So it's just, I just know it's coming. I know that's like one of my cycles, but I have been trying to do more meditations and relaxing moments to turn my brain off to that problem, that struggle. I think especially late at night, it hits really hard. My dad has it too. And it's like this like uncomfortable, I'm not good enough. Nothing's good enough. I need to try harder. I need to work more. I need to the decisions I've made up to this point are all wrong. And I need to do more and do better. And I don't know where it comes from, but I'm really working on mellowing it out, because it doesn't help me. Honestly, it hurts me. And I don't understand what it's for. It doesn't seem to make anything better. It seems to only make me chase really short-term projects and never be good at anything. Just be average at everything. So, that's me learning my own brain, how I tick, how I work. And I think it's good. I think I'm an optimizer, and the problem with that is I over-optimize, and I make everything too specific and too hard and too exact. And I don't leave wiggle room for improvements, thoughts, trying new things, relaxing. And I think I'm learning that part of the optimization, and this is part of Gary Keller's thing too, is the optimization curve is actually filtering in times where you're not optimizing. And I think that's finally starting to click with me, that I need to plan optimizing vacations. I can't really turn it off. Even on vacation, I'm optimizing. I'm always optimizing. I'm always trying to make everything better and better and better and perfect. But sometimes to optimize, I need to turn off my optimizing part of my brain and go learn something else. And that's why I've been reading all these books, because I think like the 1 hour of reading is really the time where I usually be judging myself the hardest. I'm trying to learn or judge someone else's ideas in those times rather than judge my own, judge myself. I think that's really been the trick the last 8 or 9 months, is like, how do I judge myself less by learning more, be more interested more in more things, think about the future, not the past. And it's been an amazing mindset change. I'm sure it's going to continue to grow, and years from now, I won't even remember what it was like to be like me. I won't even remember what it was. I won't remember what it was like to be me. Just like I don't really remember what it was I don't really remember what it was to be me in high school, in college. I can, I can picture it. I know the stories and things from my memory, but I think it's like night and day, pre-therapy Brian and post-para, whatever, therapy Brian, as far as just optimism and not blaming people or myself as much. It's been really cool. And I if I could change anything, I would just wish I could get this all faster and just have less pain. But, I know the pain's the reason why you want to get help. So it's all circular. So, I'm going to head out, but, this was a good reflection moment to remind myself where I'm at, which is, on one hand, just a day. I worked really hard today. I did a lot. I got a lot done, and I'm proud of myself. And on the other hand, tomorrow's a day, and we're going to do the same thing. And it's about keeping the streaks alive. I don't know how many days in a row I've worked out at this point. I think, I gotta go figure this out. But I think I'm getting close to day 100. I think I might be there, actually. Whatever. We're going to hit day 1,000. We're going to hit day 1,000. That's going to be crazy. More. All right. I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully.